Hello. Welcome. I think it's just right at 10 o'clock. We're just plugging in. I'm going to put a comment in. We'll be talking about that link in a little bit if anybody joins me. Just wait a few seconds here. I don't know if anybody's interested in hand sanitizer or not. It's not nearly as fun as mozzarella or pasta or any of those other fun things, but it's one of those things that we can do. All right, I'm just gonna hang out. Oh, a couple people on, cool. Cool. All right. We'll wait just another couple seconds here and we'll get started. This one is a super easy. Oh, good morning. Hi, how are you? Oh, and the family's here. Awesome. Good morning. Oh, good. I have people. Oh, and Samantha's here. Yay. Good morning. Well, look at this crowd. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's get started. We have a few of you watching, and this is a really easy, it's going to go quick, hand sanitizer, but we're going to talk about a couple different ways that you can make hand sanitizer, and I'll show you how to make it in bulk. And then Stevie, whoa, I'm so honored with this crowd today. Diane, I love it. Okay, cool. All right, let's get started. So we're gonna make hand sanitizer. You know, it's one of the hot topics right now. You can't really get it. So we're gonna make our own. I'm gonna show you how to make it in bulk, and then we're gonna talk about just ways that you can simplify the process. So let's start with our ingredients, and then we're gonna talk about, I put a link up at the top. I don't know if you guys can see that at the top of the comments. That is actually a link to all my carrier oils and their benefits, and the essential oils and their benefits. So if you are going to make this or any product that uses a carrier oil, this doesn't use carrier oil, but if you're going to use a carrier oil or an essential oil, I've outlined all the ones that I use on that blog post. So you can click on that, and yeah, you can click on that and get right to the information. It talks about my kits and stuff, but if you scroll through, you'll see the list of stuff. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna need something to put our ingredients in, and I'm doing this because we're gonna be pouring it, and I made a mess the other day whenever I tried it a different way. You need isopropyl alcohol. You need a 90% or better. I have 70%, so we're gonna pretend, and we're gonna make this as if it is a 90% or above. You're gonna need, if you're doing this in bulk, you're gonna need a little peroxide. 3% is usually what we have. There you go. Somehow it's sunny out and snowing, so. And then this is gonna help with your bacteria growth because we're making this in such a large quantity. And then you're gonna need either aloe vera gel or glycerin. I have glycerin, so that's what I'm using. This I use a lot in different products. You can use this in making lip balms. You can use this for, like sometimes you use it in soap making and stuff. So it's always good to have it on hand. And I'm going to tell you a funny story in a little bit, but I chose today to use lemongrass essential oil because I like the smell of it, and it's citrus. And so you want any sort of like a rosemary, a tea tree, lavender even, anything that's like an antiseptic. So citrus obviously, and I like lemongrass, so I'm using this today. I have a pipette to pipe in my essential oil. You need a bottle. So we're doing, because this is such a large quantity, what I'm doing is I'm using a big squirt bottle, and I'm going to keep this in the truck. We've been driving the truck a lot, so I've labeled it homemade hand sanitizer, and I put the date on there. It's always important to put your date. And I'm going to keep this in the truck so we can just spray our hands, or you can use a towel, wipe down like your steering wheel or your stuff, your phone, all that good stuff. You can also just keep it like this and then just fill up a little bottle. So I have some funny stories before we get started. I hope you guys are ready for some entertaining this morning. So I was getting ready. I always practice these before I come on here just to make sure that I've got all my ingredients and that I have everything ready. It's always good, right? You want to be prepared. Nothing like getting caught unprepared, but I'm pretty good at winging it. So I was like, man, I don't have any squirt bottles. So I had like a little one of those toiletry travel squirt bottles, but it had my leave-in conditioner in it. I was like, that's cool. I got the whole big bottle of leave-in conditioner. So I poured that back into the big bottle, and I'm like, I'll just rinse it. I'll run it through the dishwasher. And I actually had 2 bottles of glycerin, so I just combined the 2 into 1, and I'm like, I'll just keep that too, because then I can use it to show you guys, like, the different ways that you can use this. Now, this recipe is made for a squirt bottle. We're going to talk about a gel formula that you can use in, like, something like one of these little guys, right? I'm like, well, let's just do the whole thing here, right? Okay, put them in the dishwasher, good to go. Cleaned them out really good before I put them in there. They just need to be sanitized and that good stuff. Took them out, dishwasher melted them. It's true story. So I'm like, I don't have anything to show you. But you know what I'm talking about. You can get like little travel bottles. So then it became, well, I guess we're going to improvise, and we're going to get a big squirt bottle, which I had an empty one, and we're going to just make it a big bottle, and we're just going to carry it in the truck, because why not? Because that's what we're driving, that's what we do. And then the other story that's really funny, so essential oils. I'm not an essential oil guru, right? So I just kind of went with what I knew to be an antiseptic, which was tea tree and rosemary. I thought those 2 are really good. I'm going to combine them. And so this is going to smell like alcohol, obviously, because the majority of your ingredients is going to be this rubbing alcohol. So I put it in, and I'm like, it really smells like alcohol. So let me double down on the essential oils so I can kind of cover that a little bit. There's nothing like spraying alcohol on your hands and then smelling like alcohol, right? So I put tea tree in there, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't smell good at all. And I put the rosemary in. I'm like, well, maybe the rosemary will cover it. Tea tree is really powerful, and it smells so bad to me. So my understanding is that if you smell an essential oil and it doesn't smell good to you, that's what you need. So I'm like, obviously I need tea tree in my life, but I'm not digging it at all. So I'm going to try to cover some of it with this lemongrass. All right. Funny stories. So whatever smells good to you, look it up. Antiseptics is going to be good. All right. So we need 12 ounces or a cup and a half of alcohol. I'm going to put it right into my little thing. I didn't get any laughs on that one. I don't know why. Am I not as funny this morning? I had coffee. We broke down, bought coffee. I did the Stevie Shin thing, and I bought some on Amazon too, so it should be here. The big bags, dark roast. I'm excited. All right, that's a cup and roughly a half. Okay, so because I am using 70% alcohol, because right now I think alcohol is hard to find as well because of the pandemic and stuff. If you have, all you have is a 70%, you can still use it. You're just going to cut down the water you're going to put in, which you'll see. Thank you for the laughing, whoever did that. I didn't see that. I didn't see who that was, but thank you for laughing. So I know hand sanitizer just isn't that funny, is it? So you're supposed to put a cup of water, distilled water, or you can boil some water, which I've done, and then you're going to let it just cool down, which is where we're at. This pot is totally cool. So I've sterilized my water, and I'm going to use a 1/4 cup of water just because I have a lower concentration of alcohol. All right, so next we're going to mix in 2 teaspoons of glycerin. Okay, so here's the thing with glycerin versus the aloe vera gel. Oh, you're welcome. Samantha was wondering about the alcohol percentage, so hopefully I covered that and everybody understands what I was talking about. So aloe vera gel, if you have it, it'll work. You can just interchange it with the glycerin, but the thing about the aloe vera gel is it's going to be stickier. The glycerin is not going to be as sticky. So you're using the aloe vera gel or the glycerin just to help with the moisture, because obviously alcohol is going to dry out. In the higher percentage of your alcohol, the drier it's going to be. But you know what? You can make salve. You can make salve to match the smell that you have in here, and then put that salve on. Guess who knows how to make salve? This girl. You guys soon. No, I did lip balms. I was like, did I do that already? No. Okay, so we're just mixing that in. All right, so now we're going to do a tablespoon of peroxide. So again, this is just to help fight bacteria because we're making such a large quantity. Bacteria is not our friend. So we're just gonna put that in there. We're gonna give it a little mix around. Okay, now here's where if you were using a 90% or greater, you're gonna put in 1/3 of a cup of distilled water. I'm not. I'm putting in a 1/4 cup, okay? Easy peasy. We're just gonna do it just like this. There's a 1/4 cup. You basically want your alcohol content to be 60% of your mixture. 75 is better. And so if you are using a lower percentage alcohol, which they don't recommend, but sometimes we just, like I think it's better than nothing. We're just going to lower our water content. Okay. Now we're going to do some lemongrass. So this smells very alcoholic. All right. This, smells so good. This makes me happy. Lemongrass makes me really happy. All right. So normally you would put in like 10 drops or so, but I'm going to load it up, right? Can't hurt. And I'm going to keep smelling it. This is the official way to do this. You just keep smelling it. Still smells like alcohol. Now, I probably should have stirred it with that and then put it back in here, but that's what we did. Okay. Now, let me see. I'm still smelling alcohol, but I'm going to let it, it'll take a little bit of time. So we're going to just leave it like that. I can always, I'm going to mix this. So this is my tea tree rosemary mixture that I made the other day in my test batch. So I'm going to mix it, and I'm hoping that this lemongrass is going to mix really, really well with that tea tree, and it's not going to smell as bad. Okay, so we're going to let this sit for just a second, and I'm going to, I know I did this already, but let's do this again. So I did this in some of my other videos, but you can buy this Now brand on Amazon. I have heard that you can buy this at like local health food stores. This is a good brand for just kind of like fancy specific places where I buy my stuff. So this is a really good one. I like this. I use this a lot for my classes. There's also, let me see here. This is from Brambleberry. That's one of my fancy places where I buy my stuff. So I use these a lot. I do use these for my classes, but I try to reserve these for my products that I make as well. Let's see, what else? We have Glory Bee. I do have some Glory Bees in here. All right, yep, Glory Bee, another one. I buy from them depending on, I just kind of do a search, and I just kind of see who has the most cost-effective one. And then there's also Rose Mountain Herbs, which I don't have anything from them, I don't think. No, I have this Majestic Mountain Sage, which I think was what Rose Mountain used to be. Okay, so now we're just going to let this sit for another minute. We're going to talk about making them in smaller quantities. So if you want to make this in a smaller quantity, you don't want to do like this big batch stuff, that's fine. All you're going to do is take 3 parts of your alcohol. Make sure if you're doing this without diluting it or anything, you really want this to be 90%, okay? 90% or above is the best. So you're going to do 3 parts alcohol and then 1 part aloe vera gel or your glycerin, whichever one you have. Doesn't matter. Aloe vera gel is going to be a little stickier. Not a problem. And then you can just use that in those little squirt bottles that I was telling you about that you can buy. You can get glass ones on Amazon. You can go to the, wherever that's open near you, go to the toiletry section, and they're going to have those little bitty squirt bottles. Or, like if you have a bottle that you can reuse like this. That's going to make a gel. I'm sorry, let's back up. That's going to make a gel, so you want a squirt bottle or a bottle like this, not a spray bottle. This one that we're making in bulk is for sprays. It's gonna, let me show you. It's very, liquidy, right? Look at that. It feels really good, though, actually. I was surprised. It smells really bad. Okay, that's it. That's it. That's all you have to do, okay? If you don't want to use alcohol, I looked this information up from, I know it's very controversial right now, the World Health Organization. This is their recommended way of making hand sanitizer with the 90% alcohol. They do not suggest doing it less than the 90%. I don't know. That's one thing I'm not sure of. Samantha's asking if it has a limited shelf life. I wouldn't think so. I would think it's pretty shelf stable. We have alcohol. We have our peroxide. I would think that the ones that I don't know. It's like 99% alcohol. I would think that it's pretty shelf stable. So, you know, use your best judgment, or I can look it up later and let you guys know. So, what else where was I going? Anyway, the World Health Organization has recommended this one that I just showed you. You can use the gel one that I explained to you with the 3 parts alcohol, the 1 part aloe vera gel, or glycerin. Not a problem. And I would think that that would be just as shelf stable. Too many S's. So let's pour this in here. I think we've been waiting long enough. That's pretty much it. I did want to talk to you guys about one other thing. I know I don't have a ton of people watching, and I know most of you watching are supporters of mine, which I really appreciate. But I did want to say, you know, like, I've been watching some live videos and stuff, and people have been asking for donations. I don't want your donations, right? Did you put peroxide in the gel? No. No peroxide in the gel, just straight up aloe vera gel, glycerin, either or, and alcohol, rubbing alcohol. So I don't want your donations. If you want to buy something from me, I'm more than happy, obviously, to take your money for that. But here's what I'd like for you to do. You know what's going to be really, really important to me? I can't teach my classes right now. This is my PSA for me, for a small business. I can't teach classes right now. I love doing these videos, right? They're so much fun. I'm enjoying them. I hope you guys are. I keep seeing, you know, same people tuning in. Love that. What you can do, though, for me and for any small business that has a website or any sort of online presence, give them some love. Go read my blog. Go comment on my blog. Comment on my Facebook stuff. Share my Facebook stuff. Share my Instagram stuff. That actually will put me up higher whenever people are looking for stuff. That's all I'm asking you to do. No money. If you want to buy something, please feel free to buy something, right? No pressure. I know we're all like in the same boat here, but if you guys could just give me some love on the social media out on the internets, that would be fantastic. That's all I'm asking. I think that's all, you know. I don't know for other small businesses. They're obviously hurting for money, so shop local where you can, shop small business where you can, when you can, how you can. But for me, just show me some love on the internets. That's all. That's it, guys. That's it. I don't have enough room. Oh, yeah, I do. Hold on. Let's do it. Let's finish it. Do you guys have any questions? How are you guys doing? Oh, you're welcome, Jackie. And you know what? Not only, let me just add to this. Remind me whenever I'm not supporting you guys either. I get so locked into my little small business and my little world here that I don't always respond the same way. So if you see me, call me out and be like, hey girl, share my stuff. Be happy to. All right. So here it is in all its glory. Like I said, I'm going to put this in the truck. You know, I have like cloth napkins now. We don't use paper towels, but if you have paper towels and you're using paper towels, throw you some paper towels in, wet down your paper towel, your cloth napkin, whatever you got, wipe down your steering wheel, wipe down your phone, all that good stuff. So, as a recap, you're going to get 99% alcohol if you can. You're going to put a little peroxide in there. You're going to put some glycerin or aloe vera gel. You're going to put some water in there, and you're going to get some yummy essential oils, and you're going to put it in there. All right? And check out that link that I put at the top. It talks about my homemade kits, but just scroll through and you can see all the essential oils and like their properties and what they're good for. Okay? Anybody got any questions? You know what I'll do? Oh, it's so easy. Samantha, don't you know me by now? Lazy homesteader, right? I don't know. I don't do anything hard. Okay, so later today, I am going to do I made pasta with ramps in it, and I'm going to put that on my blog. So that'll be on my Facebook page here in a little bit. As soon as we're done here and I've cleaned up, I'm going to post that, and you will see that. So if you want to make pasta with ramps in it, you'll know where to go. That's my pasta. Oh, thanks, Diane. Okay, I'm gonna pick one up. They're drying. I'm drying little, so they look really funny, but they're like little cannolis, except they're little, and that's the ramp pasta, and I'm just letting it dry. So I'm going to put all that, I'll put all that information on how you make it and then how you dry it and how I rolled mine, but you can do, obviously it's pasta, you can do it in whatever shape you want. I just was kind of tired of just like making spaghetti. You know, I've always made spaghetti or, you know, whatever. So I just decided to, you could even do, I know, I can't wait. So we're talking about, doing like a cream sauce with bacon to go on it because the ramp is really strong in the pasta. So we're thinking of something a little lighter to go on the pasta because you really want to taste that pasta. But I got kind of tired of just doing spaghetti. So I did a little cannoli shell. So I figured if nothing else works out, I can make cannoli shells somewhere for somebody at some point. So whatever. Okay, what else you got? You guys doing good? It was a good week. I slept a lot because I think I just kind of was like, my body was like, you gotta stop. So I did, and I feel good. That, and we got coffee. Yeah. All right. You guys good? I miss you guys. I miss all of you. All right. That's it. Easy peasy. Done early, too. Look at you guys. You got the rest of the day. I'm going to knit. I'm going to do a blog post. I'm going to knit. All right. If you don't have anything, it was good to see you. Same time, same place next week. Next week, I'm making a face cleanser. And then we're going to get into some good stuff. I know face cleanser is kind of like, ugh, but it's a really good one, and I use it a lot, and I love it. So we're going to make some. And then after that, we're getting into pie crust. We're doing, I'm going to do pasta. I forget what else. I have the, so interesting if you don't... Oh, yeah, I know, right? So that was somebody, so Jackie's saying it's interesting about if you don't like an essential oil, that you need it. It's really interesting to me, and I really think it's true because I went to a class and I made a roller, and it was, it's called Immunity, so it was a mixture, and I thought it smelled so bad. And the person who was leading it is an essential oil guru. And she was saying, she's the one who said this, and I'm like, I totally get it because I started putting that on. You put it on your the underside of your feet, and all of a sudden it started smelling good to me. I don't know, so maybe tea tree is what I need, and it'll smell good eventually. We'll see. All right, thank you guys. I love that you guys join me every week. It just makes me feel connected, and I get to talk and entertain. It's perfect. Okay, I'm going to end it. That's really, I'm over myself now at this point, okay? I'm going to post this on my Facebook page. I'm going to go do a blog post. And, oh, good. Do you need the recipe, Samantha, for the cheese? If you do, just text me and I'll send it over to you. I totally forgot. I've got to update one little blip in it that I saw the other day whenever we were doing it. But you are going to have so much fun and you are going to be hooked. You're going to be setting up a cheese fridge. You're going to be making Parmesan, blue cheese. You're going to make that camembert from Calkins that we love so much. It's good. Okay. I'm going to go. I could stay here all day talking. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you over on the internets.